Frodo!
There he is, the old sluggard.
What kept you, cousin? Stop by the Green Dragon on your way out?
Never mind why, but I can't stay. I have to leave right now for Crickhollow.
You mean Rivendell, and we're coming with you.
You thought you were so clever, but our conspiracy outsmarted you. We know all about the Ring and the Dark Lord, so we're going to protect you.
But how did you know?
How could we not know, with you muttering, "Will I ever see that valley again?"
You really have the Sackville Bagginses to thank. I was practicing sneaking up on Bilbo one day when he heard LotR calling after him. Bilbo put on the ring and vanished. We kept our eyes open after that. We spied on you and Gandalf.
Dogs! Maggot's dogs! They're coming!
Grip! Fang! Wolf! Come on, lads!
And old Maggot, too, by the sound of it.
So much for stealing some mushrooms before we go.
What's all this chatter at this hour of the night? Speak up!
Good evening, Mr. Maggot.
Well, if it isn't Peregrine Took. You're lucky I know you. I was about to set my dogs loose. The most outlandish fellow rode through here, asking strange questions. Here, who's that with you, Pippin?
You remember Meriadoc Brandybuck. Allow me to introduce Samwise Gamgee and...
Frodo Baggins.
Good to see you again, sir.
Baggins. Now, isn't that strangest of all? What do you think that stranger was asking about? He came riding up on a black horse in black cloak and hood, and he asked for Baggins.
Oh, that would be a different Baggins.
I told him all the Bagginses are in Hobbiton. He says Baggins is heading east on foot, and now Frodo Baggins shows up on my farm. The same Frodo Baggins who was one of the worst young rascals around, I might add.
Frodo's much better behaved these days.
Where are you headed?
To my new home in Crickhollow.
I can see you're in trouble, Frodo. You should never have gotten mixed up with those strange Hobbiton folk. I wager that outlander has come for the gold Bilbo brought back from foreign parts.
Well, I think it's time we were going.
No, he'll be waiting. You ride out in my wagon, hidden from sight.
Thank you, sir.
And we'll send you off with a mighty dish of Mrs. Maggot's mushrooms.
It's a pity I've been in terror of your dogs. I've missed a good friend.
Indeed. Shall we go now? I'll ready the wagon.
Farmer Maggot's wagon carried us safely away from his farm and into the borders of Buckland. But the Black Rider was still thundering along the East Road. We decided to go south and cut through the Old Forest. Merry had been in the Old Forest and knew a little of its ways. It's a dark, mysterious place, but not as dangerous as a Black Rider. Hello? Merry? Pippin? Sam? Where are you?
Oi! Frodo!
We're over here.
I'm lost by the looks of it. These trees have a mind of their own.
Stay where you are. I'll find you. A broken mushroom would make a good marker. Don't want to get lost like the others.
I tried not to get lost, Frodo. Honest, I did. But the trees had other ideas.
That tree wasn't there a moment ago. It moved to block the path. Looks like the old wives knew what they were talking about. This place is dreadful.
We'd better get moving before more of those things come for us.
Oi! Is anyone there? Help!
Who's that? Ted? Ted Sandyman?
Frodo! Frodo Baggins! Don't just stand there! Help me! Never thought I'd say this, but thank you. If you hadn't come along...
You're welcome, Ted. Are you all right?
As good as can be expected, for nearly becoming supper for those things.
What are you doing here?
I was on my way to the village of Bree when I decided to cut through the old forest, so I could laugh at those fools who believe in legends of tree men and such. But now I'm heading back to the Shire, quick as I can.
Goodbye, Ted.
You're not leaving the old forest? Then you're a fool.
If you must forge on, you'll be needing this. It opens a gate at the edge of the forest. Mind you don't lose it. It cost me a tidy sum, I'll have you know. Lose it, and I'll expect compensation. Now, if you will excuse me, I'm taking my leave of this wretched place. Farewell, Baggins.